Hello viewers, I'd like to show you the first stage in a standard electrical wiring for ohms. The first thing is to have our cutout connection. Either we choose one phase or three phase. Right now we have only chosen one, that's why you can see the cutout fuse on it. Then we have the connection going to the changeover. Once we establish the connection to the changeover, the wires going to the changeover are black. Then we also have our output wire for one of the chosen phase going to our changeover. That's our 100 amps changeover. That's for the first stage. So I'm continuing with the section of our second stage of electrical wiring system standardized for ohm. The second stage involves establishing a second source of power which is fed into the changeover unit as shown. From here it's fed directly into the changeover as an alternative source of power. Then we also have the output of the changeover going directly into the distribution box as shown. The output, these two wires going to the distribution box switch. That's all for our second stage. I am continuing with the section of the third stage. The third stage involves establishing a third main power supply, in which we are using an inverter system that deploys power batteries to generate 240 volts power source. But for this to be achieved, we have established a main power supply source coming from the distribution box, which you can see has a 15 amp socket and a 15 amp plug feeding the main power source of the inverter. Then for this connection to be worth it, because of the low power rating of the inverter, we have chosen to separate the heavier loads from the lighter loads. As you can see, only the heavier loads is connected to the two alternative power source coming from the changeover. As you can see here, that's the heavier load. The heavier load is connected to the 30 amps fuse. But in case of the lighter load, we have only chosen a light bulb as a case study for the lighter load. So our lighter load is fed directly into the output of the inverter. But for this connection, our lighter load is represented as the light bulb, which is shown here. At this stage, the connection is still dependent on the two alternative power supply coming from the changeover. But in case we need to switch over to the third main power supply, all we need to do is change our connection here by pulling it up and pulling it downwards as shown. From the inverter, we can switch off the lights.